Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Ready. Mike, ready?
Over first and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
At their own 23-yard line.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. The end result, 21 yards.
Okay, baby, let's go.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Set.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
They do not score, fellas. They do not
Tackle
score.
made at his 48-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
That'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Stafford. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Wasn't it fun in pregame standing downstairs and watching Matthew Stafford throw the football? I mean, that bad boy just whistled.
He can just rock it.
It just whistled by us, didn't it? But what is the one knock on him? Accuracy.
Yeah.
And that's what we just saw there, an incompletion on that throw down.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Daniil Hunter. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Double dog. That's the way.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
On the ready.
The mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
6-3. 218. Chopper.
Check safety.
Let's go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
A gain of 15.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Madison. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 29, Stick. Yeah, he'll find Hall. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
To number 16.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on first down, Stick. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Stick, third and long. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Here comes Amendola.
Danny Amendola on the return. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. 39
yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Here I come. Here I come.
Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 12.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Set. Blue 60.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put.
Right 70. Zebra.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Come on, set.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Stick. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Stick looking to throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Minnesota.
Set. 8. Read.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Off play action, it's Stick. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Get it.
Here's Madison running on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 39, Stick. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Hey, Haywood.
56. Mike, 50.
3rd down, they'll throw with Stick. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Stafford now to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Detroit. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. I smell fear in that offense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stick. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Big edge.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 59.
Here's Stafford. He gets it to Thomas. The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, middle.
Go.
59's Mike.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Here's Matt Weil now, as he's on to punt for Detroit. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
91.
This quarterback now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 1st and 10, Stick. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Stick over the middle here to Rudolph. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, exit.
51's Mike.
Mike, get it.
Stick to throw once more. It's caught. Mitchell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Dylan Mitchell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Line 7. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
That's caught by Geronimo Allison. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Stafford. Got a man, that's Allison. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
That's another
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Team 6.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Geronimo Allison as the first half is winding down. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Prater for the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
14, Vikings 13. Matt Prater to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stick. And this complete to Mitchell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Hey, Charlie. Go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Tight down. There you go. Check 9. Deuce.
Big rip.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Let's go.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
Ready.
Stick looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Fourth down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Right there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It got his man complete. It's a big play there for the Lions. 57 yards. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Kendricks able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
22.
To try again after the sack. Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Anthony Barr, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
59.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to go down again. Anthony Barr make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Will Harris, the rookie from Boston College, who picked it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Bang, 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 bang.
Bravo. On the ball. Go.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He finds an opening past the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. But, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. But I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Complete to number 46.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Slam, slam, slam.
Throwing is Stafford.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
Check, 59.
Brings up 3rd
Let's go,
down.
tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Back up.
Intended for Kenny Golladay. Incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Meanwhile, over in Lambeau, an update. The Raiders have moved out in front in that ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Okay, break.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Don't say nothing.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They're running it.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph.
Last stop.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
60 Pittsburgh.
Coming to you.
Hey, Haywood.
The mic. We're going 25's the mic. All day. All day.
5.
3rd down, they'll throw with stick. And he'll find Hall. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
It's a gain of 6. And the Vikings... First down.
Come on, set. 10-2 saw.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Say go.
Stick from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
Set.
Mike, check.
10 Lobo. 22 drop bomb. Big grip. Big grip.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Vikings.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
59. Night, sweetheart.
Back to throw, Stafford.
Stafford's pass.
But stop.
Complete to Kerryon Johnson.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Stafford. They got a yard on 1st, 2 on 2nd, and 3 here on 3rd.
Complete to Kerryon Johnson. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Sticks pass. Complete to Alexander Madison. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Stick. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Darryl Roberts.
There it is, kid.
Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Lions 28, Vikings 13. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jamie Collins. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
It's third down.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
We'll go 25 the mic. Get your swerve on.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
3 plays
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Go.
Hey, 25 the mic. We'll go 25 the mic. I hear. That's what I...
Get.
On 4th down, here's Stick. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
to number 16.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, 25 the mic.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Box drop.
Don't be scared of it. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. Man out, man out.
Big Griffin.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third down.
Cut.
Stay 50.
To throw on third down, Stafford. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Come on, no.
Hey, exit.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25
Now.
1st and 10, Stick. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Ready.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Come on.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Team 6.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. I know he ain't got it. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, 25.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stick. That is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
All right, T, let's turn. All right, T.
On third down, it's Stick. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28.
Bullet high.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Stick to throw once more. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
Get it.
Stick looks to throw it again.
Any day.
And this complete to Mitchell. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snap. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Bailey got the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Easy alert.
Here I come again.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson.
Hey, check 24.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Hey!
26.
A shotgun throw for Stick. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
Recon, 132, Fox 5.
On 2nd and 10. Stick. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
I'm here all day.
Here's Stick looking to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tracy Walker. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game.
Yeah, that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Ready. 70, Indy.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Big grip.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Sticks pass intercepted.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points.